Dan Larson here, and I'm at the photo booth facing a dilemma. You see, I've got two different batches of vintage Star Wars figures. On the left is the good to great pile, figures that have very little wear, tight joints, all they're missing is an accessory, and on the right, the graveyard. Figures that have sustained such a degree of damage that they cannot be repaired. Bleached out Stormtrooper, massive head wound Chewbacca, and even massiver head wound Princess Leia. Recently, I acquired a batch of figures that are in excellent condition, except for one major issue. When the previous owner stored them, they took the unusual step to make sure that their accessories would be stored along with them. Instead of putting them in a plastic bag, or a case, or something, they wrapped a rubber band tightly around the figure with the accessory, and in theory this worked. The accessories were not lost. The unfortunate side effect was that several of the rubber bands had a severe chemical reaction after having been in storage for so long, and literally melted onto the plastic surface of the figures. You can see the belt of rubber band goo, kind of looks like caramel. It's on the robes. Obi-Wan has some here at the base of his robe. Princess Leia, who is absolutely gorgeous in white, has some on her foot and on her cloak, or cape, or whatever. And then, of course, this other rebel Hoth trooper has some as well. He's got some on his back, on his hands, on the front. And you can see that the weapons also have the gross residue on them. I've been collecting figures for quite a long time, but I have exhausted all of my methods to try to get these clean. I am at a total loss. Before I give up and put these in the graveyard directly, I decided I should reach out to someone who spends a little bit more time experimenting with ways to clean, repair, and restore vintage figures. Polloi is a YouTube channel that focuses on vintage action figures. He does custom work and restoration methods, and everything is done step by step right in front of the camera. He's got a great collection of vintage Star Wars figures, and I'm confident that if these figures can be cleaned, Polloi will be able to show me how. I'm actually going to take a couple of these figures and send them to him directly across the Atlantic. Cross my fingers and hope we'll be able to get all this residue off, so these otherwise perfect figures can continue to have a life in a vintage collection. If Polloi can't figure out how to get them clean, I have no choice but to put them directly in the graveyard. Help me, Polloi. You're my only hope. Check out Polloi's video to see if they can be saved. Please like this video, leave a comment below telling me if it's supposed to be caramel or caramel. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching.